up, YouTube? We're back with another episode. What the hell am I doing? Today I'm out with Brandon and Noah. We're on a bit of an adventure looking for some cool places to film. And I think we found one that's going to be really amazing to show you guys. This place is an old farmhouse. It's a time capsule and it's been abandoned for quite some time. I think that we're going to find a lot of interesting things in this place. And not only that, it has a barn, it has a shed, it has some vehicles too. So let's not dilly-dally around here too long. This is the place I'm talking about here behind me. I think we should go inside and see what's going on. Okay, we're going to start this one off at the entry point, which is the kitchen at the back of the house. And this is probably the worst room in terms of decay and destruction. Before we even get in, I'll just give you guys a look at the scope of what's going on here. Ceiling is coming down. There's insulation everywhere. Ceiling boards. So it is a disaster. The floor isn't the best, so I'm going to walk carefully. Well, let's get into this to see what we can find. This house is a pretty interesting time capsule. Right away, that's a super cool stove. Still have a mixing bowl or a salad bowl on top of it. But yeah, that's a beauty. That's cool to see that left behind. You look over here. You got the kitchen table, the microwave, the stove, the fridge. Everything's slightly leaning as the floors slowly give away. You even got a cool TV and clock on the wall up there, right beside the sconce. Thanks for mentioning that word, Noah. I'll never forget it. By the way, I'm here with both of the boys. Make sure you go check them out if you haven't. Over here, that's where we got the kitchen cupboards and a lot of the belongings still left behind. Coffee cups, plates, dishes, glasses. You can still have stuff in the cutlery drawer. You got a plunger under the sink, and I think that's the wrong place for it, but we'll let them have a break on that one. Looks like a dehumidifier there. And this cupboard's full of plates too. Well, a good chunk of them. And they also have some cooking dishes. Let's check out the fridge. Yeah, this fridge is empty. No surprise. You got a reusable coffee filter up there. And again, look at the ceiling just hanging down. It's kind of cool how bad it is. Oh, and there's the single cup coffee brewer that thing belongs to. Yeah, what a crazy situation. Oh, look at that. We got bullets too. That might be I don't know what that is actually. I won't even say. But you've got some bullets. We've got a room back here. Let's go see what it is. This looks like another entry point, which is interesting. Oh yeah, this is kind of like a shed or something that's been attached to the side of the house. You got timber supports. You got another fridge in here. Milk bones, so obviously they had a dog at one point. When's the milk from? Best before August. It doesn't say, it just says April 17th. Yeah, just a bunch of stuff left out here. It's a storage area basically. Very old vintage table though, that's cool. And this is also where they kept the oil for the furnace, outside the house, so maybe the basement won't stink. In here, okay, I'm not going to pull on it because it might just fall over. Looks like a lot of gardening stuff. Yeah, pots and stuff to dig up the gardens. That's cool. Let's work our way back in. Of course, when you see the kitchen again, it is kind of jarring. That door slamming behind me is kind of jarring too. I apologize for that. Okay, that is a space heater. It's not a humidifier. We got a phone here too. And it does still have power. Still has a dial tone. And that goes upstairs, so we'll check that out in a minute. And this is the main living room area. There's another room off to the side here. We'll check that in a second too. That's pretty cool. All the stuff is still left in this cabinet here. All of it's left here and untouched. It's pretty cool. Got some trophies. You got a trophy on a beer type stein. That's cool. We'll go check out this room before we look at the rest of this one here. Oh, wow. Huh. An interesting decoration of two birds in a cage. I wonder if somebody made that or what. There's stuff all over the place here. There's a power drill. Look at the state of this leather chair. It's just, well, actually it looks like it's vinyl. But yeah, she is disintegrating before our very eyes. And here's an old school exercise bike. I think we've seen about 30 of these in the Explorers now. And Kung Fu Panda, that's, you know, it feels recent, but I don't think it is anymore. Kind of cool. There's an 0809 phone book. There's an Xbox 360 Connect Ready. So that's later in the Xbox 360 life. I believe that was around 2010, 2011. We got some kind of a receiver there. Looks like a satellite TV receiver covered in turds. We got some Trade Nitro. I don't know what that is. And you got an empty cooler. That's a very cool retro lamp. How old do you think that lamp is? And a lot of the decor in this place. I'm willing to bet it's at least 60s. Oh, we even got a Sea-Doo outfit here. Ski-Doo outfit. Somebody was a fan of snowmobiling. Makes sense considering we're in the middle of nowhere. Look at that curtain, the way it's disintegrating away. It's pretty wild. We still have the couch here. And they have a music book. What is this? No cover. Love and Gratitude, the Life of Christ, Life in Christ. Interesting. Those are cool mirrors. And there's some burned wood art. I believe that's what you call it. I had a wood burning kit when I was a kid. It's kind of neat. That's the most elaborate wood burning I've ever seen. Another old school light. And we got this old school TV here, an Electro Home TV. Solid state. Let me tell you, this stuff was top notch. I'm assuming those are the grandkids or their kids back in the day. You look at that old lighter. Sorry, not lighter, ashtray. You don't even see ashtrays in people's homes anymore. And that wallpaper is kind of nuts. What's cool is the discoloration on the wall where a picture used to be. It's kind of wild to see. Okay, let's work our way out here to the dining room. And this room's got a lot to see, so we'll try to cover, the most of it without getting too crazy. You've got the front door here, which we did not come in. You got a very interesting clock there. Looks like it's made up of all sorts of different parts. That's kind of interesting. And you've got the shelf with knickknacks on it right at the front door. Looks like a painted egg in there. I don't know if it is, but I won't touch it. And you've got placemats, and books, whatnot. It's pretty cool. And over here, you got another big window for the room. You got another chair in the corner with a reading lamp behind it. So, well, that's even a foldable table. So somebody could have sat here and ate, or sat here with some drinks, reading books. It's pretty cool. And this, I'm not sure what this thing is. It's got cabinet doors on it, but it looks like it's not actually a cabinet. Oh, it's a humidifier. That's what it is. So that's a humidifier for the room. And of course, if you're questioning if this place is abandoned, just look at the plants. They're toast. In there, just some receipts. There's a porno tape there, so we won't really pay attention to that. And over here, the table gets interesting. There's just so much stuff on it. You've got this nasty mudslide. You've got this gun belt here with ammo, which is cool. I think that's 226. You got a photo album here. Old people. Memories that have been left behind and forgotten forever. From 07 apparently, if the camera is correct. Got a 1998 Atlas here, which is cool, I guess. You got this interesting boat thing. I'm not really sure what it is. Maybe it's some kind of a... Actually, I have no idea what it is. I'm not even going to try to guess. You got the statue and all sorts of stuff. What's in here? I don't know, it's like accident polish. This is like work stuff. Yeah, it's work stuff from 2007. You got some more dead plants. Driver stuff. So this guy might have been a driver at some point. Over here's cool too. This shelving has still got a lot of the stuff on it from when they lived here. You got, what are those, sherry glasses? I don't even know. I'm not going to pretend to know. You guys tell me in the comments. Pure maple syrup. Some, looks like tumbler glasses, some more wine glasses. You got family photos of the kids or grandchildren. Whether those are the grandparents or the parents, I don't know. Some batteries that are still packaged, D-cell batteries that are rechargeable. I'm going to guess they don't work anymore. But yeah, there's a ton of stuff in here. Oh, what's in this cabinet? I didn't even look at this. We looked at the cat thing. Okay, so they got some corn on the cob stuff. Nothing too important, just more kitchen related items. That's cool. Okay, so what's over here? You see some stuff has been tossed around. Oh, okay, this is the entrance to the basement. So we'll do this one last. Oh yeah, look at that. It's a little bit rough. A little bit cobwebby. Old ironing board right there. Very cool. Okay, let's take one last look at this room so you guys can see what it looks like again. It's amazing when you're in a time capsule and there's just so much left behind. Really makes you wonder what happened. In this case, we do know what happened. The owner lost the home because of back taxes. So there is actually a story here. Now these stairs go upstairs, and what I noticed earlier when I was checking this place out is there's actually a door that pulls closed from inside. I'm not sure why you would do that, but it's there. So let's work our way up. And if you want, just show you the decay real quick. So you can see the plaster's just coming off the walls like crazy. And it's all over the stairs with some other items. So let's be careful and go up. There's some dinky cars there. Yeah, so this is upstairs. And just look at the wallpaper and the decay, and it's crazy to see. There's even algae forming on the walls. There's fishing rods on the ground. Well, that's cool. So this chest here has a big pink piggy on it. A couple of baseball gloves. That's cool. Old Tonka car. But yeah, look at the decay on this wall here. And the ceiling, like, it's crazy. Okay, so we'll go into this first room here with the life vest on the door. And this room is just Sand Lake, May 1974. Okay. There's an award. Ontario Safety League. Old Molson export hat. So you got a foldable cot in this room. That's cool. I take it this was like a guest room. Still have clothes in the closet. Those ones say Enbridge Consumers. So possibly someone worked for the gas company here. That's what Enbridge is. There's some more certificates on the wall. Just look at the decay. All the paint. Water damage coming through. It's nuts. They even have a deep fryer left behind. I guess that's not a surprise if they were actually out of the house because of a tax situation. You got clothes, hockey pants, hockey helmet. That's nuts. Bottle cutter. I guess you can make your own glasses and stuff out of a bottle cutter. That's kind of neat. Bushnell monocular. There's another bullet. Baseball, beware of owner. Okay. Okay. Look at that leather coat just sitting there until it decays into nothing. So this guy obviously liked to play hockey. There's your hockey tournament pins and whatnot. And you've got family photos. Some of these look like they're from the 70s. Very cool. Very, very cool. Pen holder. Stunt race car case. Very neat. I like the shoe shine box. I think that's pretty cool. Oh, and look, it's even got the goods in it still, so you can still polish your shoes. That's very neat. We got some more Consumers Gas stuff here. That's Consumers Gas's old logo. You've got a blocker. So there's some goalie gear in here too. There's a catcher there for the goalie. So that's pretty cool. Oh, look at that. That's freaking neat. It's an old Remington electric shaver. Now, I don't like those. They destroy my face, but that's still a very, very, very cool item. And I've never seen anything like that before. So that's pretty cool. Okay, let's work our way down the hall here. Bell and Howell binoculars. That's cool. So you got some pillows and stuff on the floor here. This is the washroom. It's not in terrible, well, actually, as I look more, it is. Not in great shape. It's been tossed around a bit. Still have an ashtray full of cigarette butts. That's kind of weird. Picture's still on the wall. Even the old school shower curtains are still in decent shape. But if you look behind them, that vinyl tiling on the wall is not doing so great. You still got somebody's brush. And stuff up here. That's an old school adjustable Gillette. That's cool. Okay, so we'll close this door. Continue down this hall. Another room just full of stuff. The dresser's been kind of tossed around a bit. You got a jewelry case. That's a cool little clock. Well, I guess that's an alarm clock. That's cool. You got a 2000 era Maple Leafs hat when they had the TML logo. And they had the old Fisherman logo Islanders hat too. This is some old stuff. That's kind of cool. Very cool. You got somebody's clothes, ties, and a hockey jersey hanging here. And of course, the bed's got the comforter and, you know, just some other stuff on it. Don't really want to go digging through it. There's really not a whole lot here to dig through, just random hats and whatnot. But still, it's cool. I like it. That's an interesting charger. I wonder what that's for. Some lights. Looks like a fishing vest. It's pretty cool. You even have Febreze still. Although I think this place is beyond Febrezing at this point. One thing I gotta say too, as I'm walking out of that room, the doors. I love the farmhouse doors. Every door up here are the same kind of doors, and they're really cool. You got a box of condoms on the floor, fire and ice. One of them's ripped open. Somebody's suit. Somebody used to get spiffy once in a while. You got more clothes piled up here. And look at this old school TV. It even has the Archer Color Eagle UHF antenna. An old Zenith, probably 10 or 12 inch TV. My first TV, I believe, was a 13 inch or something. So it was close to that size. Look at all the stuff on the floor here. I mean, yeah, look at that. The power bar, the actual cable's buried under all the plaster bits. You've got an old RCA AM FM CD player combo. And you've got this wall that's getting really moldy and decayed with the built-in storage on the far wall. That's pretty cool. Even that little lamp and that beer. What's in there? Is that a beer? What is that? Another condom. I mean, nobody's been here for a while, so that wouldn't really make sense to have beer still sitting there, but why is that not evaporated? Unless the walls have been leaking into it. Or the roof, I should say. RCMP, GRC police. I wonder if these are real hats. There's a calendar there. It says November 2011. So I believe the last date we saw was early 2012. So this place has been now abandoned for 11, 12 years. Yeah, and even over here, look at this. Still items in the drawers. Gloves. We got bed sheets. A closet full of, oh my God. Look at the shoes. Look at those shoes, how moldy they are. They're not supposed to be white like that. That's nuts. And they even have a Black Forest air freshener on the ceiling here, or up on the vent trying to help the smell. Some more decay. But yeah, this is upstairs. Pretty cool. It's pretty impressive to see so much stuff left behind, that's for sure. Okay, let's work our way to the basement. See what's going on down there. Okay, so we came here before and just took a quick peek. Let's actually get down there and see. There's so much stuff on the stairs, or in the landing here. Stairs aren't so bad. Okay. Look at that. Gillette new. That's an old safety razor now, but I know about it. Apparently they're pretty cool. Okay, so we're in the basement. Look at the size of that furnace. Holy mackerel. Still got the blower in it. There's the door, the cover for it. That's a big sucker. That's like 4 or 5 feet long. Look at that tinder support holding up the wall. Of course, this place seems to have a bit more of a modern basement. You can see that there might have been field stone behind the concrete there, but they have this reinforcement down here. And it kind of looks like everything's been redone. There's an old chair back there. That's cool. Some old fruit baskets too. Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot to see down here though. Oh, look at that. You got antlers. I think those are antlers. Maybe they're not. Maybe that's driftwood. Still have a fan. That's wild. Look at that old school light. Shower head. Scotch electrical tape. You got a propane canister. And just kind of random items. Paint, stain, varnish. All the kind of things you'd expect to find in a basement, basically. Take a closer look over here. Oh, so you got floodlights for Christmas. Oh yeah, it's just kind of random items here. Spare blower motor. Drawers for something. And we got a door over here. Oh, we got an aquarium back here. That's cool. Floor fan and aquarium. And that's about it. Where do these stairs go? They go to the floor. And we got a little crawl space basically for the venting. That's about it. So at some point this place was added onto, it would appear. Okay, let's work our way outside. I believe there's a barn we need to go see. Let's see what's happening out there. Oh, look at those old jackets. That's cool. It's amazing seeing so much stuff just left behind, forgotten. I'll show you this property that this place is sitting on as we work over to the, seems to be a shed and a barn. So let's go check them both out. So we'll check out this shed back here first. Okay, so let's check out this room here. So I think this is more of a garage than a shed now that I'm at it. And it's full of tools and whatnot. You got a sledgehammer and a sled right here, which is cool. Look at that lantern. That's pretty wild. Got an oil drain pan. Looks like he's got some saw tables in here. Oh yeah. This is definitely like the workshop garage type area. You got your nut containers, which probably were repurposed to use for storage of screws and connectors and whatnot. It's even got spare faucet parts for the outside hoses, nails and ties. That's pretty cool. It's pretty organized, actually. Those are heating lamps. Oh yeah. It's got some CB radios. This is very cool. Very, very cool. Haven't seen a CB radio in years. All his wrenches. Even this is very tidy, and you know, considering how long this place has been abandoned now, I'm shocked that this hasn't been like all stolen or just dumped around. It's not giving anybody ideas though. And there's a pipe right there for, I guess, a stove that eventually was in here at one point in time. So it might have been a heated garage. Very cool. I like this. This would have been a good spot to work on cars or projects or whatever you're going to do. Okay, let's go check out the barn. Let's see what's going on at the barn over here. I don't believe there's anything else. Oh, you know what? There is something else to show you here. Got an old snowmobile sitting out here. That's pretty cool, I think. Just sitting out here, rotting away. And you know what? Part of me wouldn't even be surprised if it just fired up again. What do you guys think? You think it would fire up? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so let's work our way over to that barn. See what's going on in here. Oh, we got a shed over here. Let's go check this out first. Okay, so this shed's a little more modern looking. It's all aluminum, or yeah, it's probably aluminum. Seems like he stored his oil in here. And his hose, gardening hose, snowshoes, gas cans. That looks like an old pressure washer. Yeah. The lawnmower. You got more Jimmy cans for gas over there. So this is definitely just like a utility shed where he kept his lawnmowers and whatnot. It's in good shape too. It's the best thing so far in terms of shape. Okay, let's work our way over to the barn for real. You got another oil tank there. Oh, look at that. Got an old tractor. What is this? Got an old tractor. Got a Chevy Silverado 1500 sitting here. That's kind of bizarre. Huh. Is it open? Yeah. And it's just Canadian Tire stuff in here. Nothing really to see. Nothing in the bed. Okay. That's the barn there. Let's work our way over. And as you can see, that's the hole in the kitchen ceiling there. And they tried to save this place at one point. They did have tarps on the ceiling or on the roof, trying to protect it. Ultimately, it didn't help. Okay, so we're approaching the big barn now. Let's see what secrets this thing has to reveal. Okay, so here we are at the barn. Let's see what we find in here. And already, the big surprise seems to be the motorcycle here. Look at this old cruiser. Wow. That's cool. That's very cool. It's an old Honda cruiser. I don't think it's a Goldwing, no. Still, that's pretty cool. Just sitting here, chilling out, rotting away over time. And you've got these look like camouflage for hunting, where you set up a little area to hunt from. Got an old newspaper here. April 5, 2018. Huh. Well, that's a little more modern than everything else in the house, so that's strange. We got this storage area up here. I don't know if we'll climb this or not. Yeah, there's just a bunch of hay. Nothing really to see. It's a cool bike, but look how dirty it is, eh? This thing has been sitting here forever. The tires are still full, too. What we got in here? Hay. Huh. Composting things. I'm not sure what this is. It's got a bunch of numbers written on it with different months. Huh. An old fire extinguisher. It doesn't really smell like a barn anymore. I've been in a couple that were abandoned that still did. This one is old enough and abandoned for long enough that it does not. Look at that old table. That's pretty wild. Step stool. You got some tables and stuff back there too. That looks like an old sewing table. Old medicine cabinet. Very interesting. I mean, not a whole lot to see. It's just a bunch of old junk, really, but it's just amazing that it's all sitting here still. Makes you wonder what the guy was planning on doing with it all. That goes downstairs. We'll check that in a minute. Let's see what's over here. That's interesting. Well, that's a cool bench and table. Something like this would be nice to sit out in the sun or down by a lake, but I guess inside the barn it's still cool. You got some hay stacks here that are just slowly loosening off over time. I'd love to know what this is. A couple of bicycle wheels mounted to something. That boat is kind of neat, just sitting here lost. But yeah, I'm not sure why the chairs face this way. I don't know if they're just sitting here or if maybe they had a projector pointing at that to watch TV. Something tells me it's just a coincidence. Let's work our way down, see what's in the basement of this barn. So there's a pile of crap right there, so let's be careful. stairs are leaning a bit, so I don't really like that. All right, so now we're in the bottom of the barn here. Okay, this is cool. So it was actually a real barn at one point in time where animals were housed in. You got some bones right there. Oh, look at that one. That's a big bone. That's a skull. That's another big bone. I wonder what kind of animal that's from. It's got a cool stone foundation. It's very cool. Still doesn't smell like a barn though. You go this way. It's empty. So yeah, you would have, I guess they would have had water here for the animals to feed off of. I wonder if this was for horses or for goats or cows. I don't know. Sheep. If anybody knows farming equipment, knows what this is set up for, tell me in the comments. You wander this way and you got a fenced off coop type area. Maybe they had pigs in here. Would that make sense? It might make sense. It looks like a feeding trough, right? Certainly seems that way. Where does that go? It just goes right underneath. But yeah, that's the barn. Not a whole bunch to it, but still very cool to see. And as I'm saying that, look at those cool timber floor beams. It's one of the cooler barns I've ever seen, that's for sure. It's in better shape than most. All right, everybody, that's going to wrap it up for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed this explore. This time capsule I thought was pretty cool to do. There was just so much stuff left behind. A barn, a truck, a bike. What else could you ask for? Lots of things to go through. And I hope that I covered most of the coolest things that were left behind. If I didn't, I do apologize. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit that like button. And of course, if you haven't, subscribe to the channel. Check out last week's video here. And check out this random video here. We'll see you guys in the next Explorer video. Thanks for tuning in.